Well, thank you for tuning into this conversation on leading through a crisis, where we engage leaders from around the world and discuss how to lead in these uncertain times. Today, I'm joined by Samantha Brighton. Maybe the best way to introduce her is to tell you what she's got on LinkedIn. She's a firecracker in business, seeking opportunities with organizations to synergize and to grow. So, Samantha, welcome to today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nathan.
Well, maybe the first question I've got for you is, how is this current crisis, Samantha, affecting you directly, whether it's personally or whether it's professionally?
So personally and professionally, it has dried up all opportunities for whether it be employment or whether it be contracts. So I'm passionate about event planning, and events are not happening in person right now. And for good reason, for safety, for health, I am all about it. But I definitely have some dear friends that have had to postpone their weddings and cancel big celebratory events of 100 people because now it's not the right time to be doing that. And so just trying to shift that, find creative ways to still celebrate, as well as I'm still taking every opportunity to look for new places for me to synergize with companies that need somebody who really wants to just get stuff done. This is an environment where a lot of people are feeling very tentative and feel like they can't make plans and they can't do things. And I am not that person, because I have been keeping very busy helping not-for-profits that are trying to help people, whether it be bringing smiles to some people that I know really struggle with mental health. I'm just doing whatever I can because I can't sit still. It's not who I am.
Well, thank you. That doesn't surprise me to hear you saying that. Samantha, one of the what I often hear is that we learn more through our mistakes and our failures, and maybe through the crisis that we face than through our successes. So as you look back, has there been a crisis, a failure that you've experienced personally that you'd be willing to share with us that maybe has helped inform you as you face what we're facing now with the coronavirus pandemic?
For me, I started my career as a financial advisor during the 2008 financial crisis. So I'd gotten my license and I was very eager to move forward, and it was overnight quite a scary landscape. In the days and weeks and months that this rolled out, clients just wanted to be heard. They wanted their concerns and their thoughts to be validated, and they wanted to be reassured. And it didn't really matter what was going on in the marketplace and what was happening to their investments. What mattered was that we picked up the phone and we took the time to listen to them. And in this crisis, it is no different. And they really did a disservice by calling it social distancing, because it's physical distancing. We absolutely need to keep social. And the people that I'm reaching out to are not the people that I'm actually closest to. They're the ones on the fringe that maybe I ran into them in networking and I could tell that they weren't in a great space. And so I send them a handmade card, because why not? And it gives them a smile and a reason to move forward. People need more than ever reasons to find hope. When it comes to crisis, I don't go to the economic things. I go to the personal things.
Well, thank you. Another question I've got for you is, at LeaderImpact, and you're involved with LeaderImpact in Toronto, we want to help leaders grow professionally, personally, and spiritually. And so you've done a great job of giving us some input, both professionally and personally, especially on the personal level. But I know you're a spiritual person as well. How does that give us a bit of an insight? How does that make a difference, maybe in terms of finding hope, giving hope in the middle of what we're going on?
Oh my goodness. So this is a big question for me. For when I was in finance and I felt like I was in the height of my career, I was lacking spiritually. And you could look at all of my success on paper and I still felt really, really empty because I hadn't taken the time to nurture the relationships I needed to get me through. And I relied heavily on myself. And what I learned through this whole process is that what I do for a living has zero bearing on who I am as a person and what I contribute to this world. And so being able to talk to God, being able to rely on Him, knowing that I'm going to be okay, because financially it's a struggle right now, but I know that I'm going to be okay. I don't think I would have had that peace, a decade ago. And I don't feel like I'm missing anything, even though I don't have what the world deems as the essentials to contribute to it. And on top of it, it's a community of people who believe the same thing. And when you struggle, you can talk to them about those struggles and say, like, look, I am so angry with God right now. And they're like, okay, let's talk about that. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to have feelings. It's okay to process everything that you're going through. But it's a reminder that feelings are fleeting. And feelings are not somewhere where you need to set up camp and live. They pass.
So Samantha, maybe you've already answered this question, but you're part of a LeaderImpact group. So you meet weekly with a number of other leaders in your community, and I'm assuming you're doing that online. How does that make a difference in terms of in your life as a leader?
When I don't make a meeting, I feel like I'm missing something, because the people around the table are just so phenomenal, and they all contribute in different ways, and they have so much insight that it's different from your own. And when you have different views, that really, really allows you to view things from a more complete picture. And I think it's really fitting that we've chosen to study the 7 habits of highly effective people. And we're really cracking in on those, because the first 3 are all about yourself. If anything is to be practiced right now, is yourself. Our group supports each other. So outside of the meetings, we still connect, chat, send funny memes, because sometimes you need that humor to get through this. But it isn't something that any of us take for granted. We appreciate the people at the table, and we actually have somebody brand new joining us, which is fantastic, because we are still reaching out to people and saying, you need to be a part of this. Come join this conversation. See what you can add to it. See what you can get from it. And we're there for you.
Well, Samantha, thank you for your time, and thank you for your enthusiasm. I've loved that as we've chatted here this morning. And thank you for joining us today. If you're not already, follow us on Instagram or Facebook, and you'll be notified of other conversations with leaders from around the world.